And welcome back, folks. Now this is probably going to be one of the final videos of Disc 3. Probably one of the last, excuse me, probably one of the last 4, I would say. Now, I've got a few things to show you, and I've written them down next to me, so I don't forget any of them, because there's plenty of other little side quests you can actually do on Disc 3. But I probably won't end up doing them. Mainly because some of them I just think are pointless. And they don't give you hardly anything worth getting. So some, if I were you, I would leave out altogether. Now the first thing we're going to do is, believe it or not, go and visit, what the hell does that mean? Visit General Caraway again. Do 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 do. Now, unsurprisingly, Caraway is actually holding Renoa's card. I think I mentioned this earlier, but I can't be 100%. We have to actually lose to him the Ifrit card. I would imagine... Oh, look at that, folks. He has got a rubbish hand there. I was going to say, you had better start taking some cards here, sir. You know what, folks? Am I going to lose? Yes, I'm going to lose. Good. Goodbye to the Ifrit card. Oh, the open rule was abolished from this region. Well, that's not a major issue, really. I will accept it gratefully. There you go. I lost the Ifrit card you gave me the other day. To whom, you ask? Martin. Dumb thing is, we've been standing right in front of him. So how on earth did he lose the card? That's what I want to know. Come on, use Renoa. Or don't. I don't think he's got it in this hand. Oh, he has. You kept that quiet, you little douchebag. Oh good, I've got it as well. Renoa, come into my arms. That's what... Never mind. Okay, Renoa card accounted for. Now to get the Ifrit card back, I think I've mentioned this already. I think I've actually shown you this guy already. We actually need to go back to Fisherman's Horizon. I always forget how to get out of town here. Do 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 do. Sorry folks, got a bit of a sore throat today. Seem to be coughing a lot. Oh, the other thing I forgot to show you folks after I had my last update video. Everyone now has a 255 strength stat. Everybody has auto haste, which you knew about. I mean Squall in particular. Auto haste, auto protect, auto shell. Very good stuff there. Now Irvine's kind of a bit different. And the Irvine has the kamikaze ability, which is one of the other attacks that can actually break the damage limit. That'll do about 25k damage, roughly. And the only problem with it, though, is that you lose that character from the battle. It's like an instant death move, but does tons of damage. And I got the 255 strength from eating T-Rex saws with the Devour ability. Very useful. And if you look, it's just impressive, right, that everyone has got that 255 strength without any strength plus abilities. So all that messing around at the beginning really has, you know, it's done me wonders at this point. Now, whilst I'm on this side of the continent, kind of see this as kind of a wrap-up video, I suppose. God, I do get slowdown on this emulator nowadays. Really weird. Anyway, am I going blind? There's Timber. Now from Timber, if you take go east, that's it. Now in this little alcove here, very important, you can fight Visages here. They come in and that's all you'll find as long as you're within this like little alcove. Now what they drop is, you can actually mug them from them, lightweights. 100 of those, once you've got Eden, can be converted into an accelerator, which gives you auto haste, just for the record. Right, that's where I was going, I've remembered now. Fisherman's Horizon. Kind of makes sense as well, now that Balam Garden is sort of just resting there. It's good, because at least it shows that Fisherman's Horizon has some defence, should it ever be attacked. Trust me, Martin, I am not in for a challenge. Open... good, sudden death. Okay, didn't play it that time. Stop. Don't make me do super... Fine, I'll do super speed. You're going to be like that. Play the darn card, you douchebag. Oh, come on. Stop being a douche, will you? There we go. Okay, we should be able to take him with... In fact, we might just open up a little bit defensively to begin with. Oh, don't take 2 hours making your decision. Okay. Put that there. Okay, time to strike. And we should have won it. Should. Yep. Welcome back, Ifrit. Welcome back. Now, if I've done everything right... Okay, the only 2 cards on the level 10 that I still need are Kiros and Irvine, both got from the Queen of Cards on Disc 4. The alternative is to do the Queen of Cards quest, which I've never ever done it, and I'm never going to, mainly because you play the Queen of Cards, lose a particular card to her, then she moves area, but when she moves area, another rare card becomes unlocked with somebody else. Oh, it's all too confusing. So that's right. The level... Who are the level 9 cards I'm missing? Doom Train and Phoenix. They're both Queen of Cards. And the 2 Chocobo cards. They're both Queen of Cards. Very good. Now you might be wondering, why have I not managed to get one level 5 card? Why is it so elusive? Well, it's quite a secretive side quest, really, and it was only in sort of recent years, after I'd come back to the game after I played it as a teenager, when I actually find out about this little one. We're now going to attempt to complete the Poo Poo side quest, and don't laugh at that. Now, the Poo Poo is a little alien. Now, we've seen his spaceship once. I didn't mean to let you see it. We saw it very briefly, I think, when we were at... Can't think what we're doing, but I know I quickly switched off it because I didn't want you to see it. Now, I think I've come to the wrong... I'm at the wrong desert here, I think. I think I'm at the wrong desert. Well, I've just thought there's actually a sighting I can get from near Timber. Now, basically, there are 4 different sightings where you can see a UFO. Now, one of the first ones, I think this is actually the first one you can get in the game. Now, this should be Mandy Beach. Ah, no, that's Lanka Plains. Is there a second beach? Wonder if it's that one over there. No, it won't be that. We're looking for something called Mandy Beach, believe it or not, folks. Maybe I've gone a little bit wrong here. Maybe there is another beach that I've missed. Although I'm convinced it's that one, you know. Ah, could it be that one? God, I'm getting some slowdown here. Ah, Mandy Beach. Found it. Now, you'll know if you've found it because you can have encounter none on, yet you're still getting to an encounter. Okay, so he's carrying... Is it a Maui statue head? I think those are called. Okay, so that's first one sighted. Next one is an easy one. I think this... It wasn't this one we found earlier. But there should be one somewhere outside Winhill. And for the record, there is actually another sub-quest within Winhill itself. Not that useful though, really. The quest itself is about fixing a... I believe it's about fixing a vase. Now, if you fix it, you eventually will get Hold on, is this the win? No, I'm wrong. I need to find the Windhill Bluffs. Ah, there we are. Basically you go into town and you go into the mansion and you fix a vase, basically. Not that interesting, I hear you say. I believe it leads eventually to a Phoenix Pinion, but there's not much use in us actually getting it because we've got like 33 of them at the moment. Probably by the end of the game, before I take on the final super boss, we're probably going to have about 100 of them. So, yeah, I'm not going to do it just because I don't see a point in doing it. Okay, I can't seem to find this one. It doesn't want to show up, this one. Maybe I have found it, you know, folks, and I just can't remember doing it. Because usually you should have found it by now. This is a weird one, folks. Usually I've found it here. Unless I'm just looking in the wrong place, but... How strange. I've just been doing a bit more running around here, folks. And... this should be where it is. Have I got this one and just forgot about it? This is daft if that's the case. Ah! I was in the wrong place. So this time he is abducting a cow. Now the other one we have definitely found. Oh, the two, sorry. We've definitely found one of them. I'm just speeding up the world map, folks, because it's really getting quite annoying. Only because it is slower than it should be, and I can't really help that with the emulator. Right, so we need to be in the Kashkabald, I believe it's pronounced, because I remember mispronouncing it last time. Somewhere in this part of the desert, unless it is... Right, good. Kashkabald. Let's have a look. Have a good look round here. Ah, there we go. That was an easy one. What's he carrying this time? A pyramid. Good on him. I'm sick of this slowdown on the world map. I wonder if it's because the Ragnarok's here. It could be that it's kind of extra graphics to load and stuff. Now the last one is in an area called the Heath Peninsula. Now this one I usually have a bit of trouble finding. Now isn't it this island? Ah, it is, good. Oh, what a guess! Now that is the first time I've found that island straight away. And he's carrying what looks like a leaf. Or a tree of some description. Do do do. Do do do. Now we can actually have ourselves a bit of a barn here. But whilst we're going this way, I'm just going to explain briefly the Chocobo quests in this game, should you want to do them. Now for me, I've never really liked the Chocobo game part of Final Fantasy VIII. That's me being honest. Now where? Ah, there it is. Now that down there, which is almost nearly a perfectly circle forest, is a Chocobo forest. If you go in there, you will meet the Choco Kid, original name, I know, who will offer to catch you a Chocobo or teach you how to catch one. The thing is, folks, and here he is by the way, we've found him. All to do at this point is to kill it. Boom! Anyway, as I was saying, the Chocobo forests, if you manage to catch a Chocobo from each one, I believe you... Basically, there's not much of a great reward really, because part of Final Fantasy VIII... Ooh! Eva J! Evasion, even. Now that, I didn't know was coming. That's perfect, actually, for Squall. Very cool. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Very, very cool. Right, we're going to need some stops on Squall, I think. Now, by all means do the Chocobo quests, but without the use of a pocket station, you're limited. Because I think if you do the Chocobo forest, you eventually get a baby Chocobo, which you can put into your pocket station, which was only ever released in Japan, level up, and you can get secret items. So I don't think the international and American versions actually have a chance of getting it, annoyingly. What was I just going to do then? What was I just going to do? That's totally gone out of my head. Oh, that was it. Time magic. We need some stops. And that's right, Squall was out of space. And say hello to a junction of stop on evasion. 20% chance to dodge. Get in. And you see, that's perfect now, folks, because Squall does not need hit, and he doesn't... It could be... You know what? It could actually be argued that he could do with luck, now that I think about that. It's a tough one. I don't think he really needs it, though. Although I have got an... I've got enough dark matter to actually make a luck scroll anyway. So you know what? Let's go for it. We might as well. Might help if I actually taught it first. I mean, there's no two ways about it. It's not as important for Squall. Okay, so death would be quite good. That'd give it 60. Pain would give it 62. Luck 15. Well, pain's too useful because that protects us from blind, poison, and silence. Let's see what it comes to if... A luck of 62, that isn't bad. That isn't bad. I mean, I could do a bit better. Either way, I'm just getting this right in my head, folks. I'd only be able to get another 20 points if I actually put Ultima on. And... See, I could do that. But it'd mean I'd have to start devouring things again. But you see, that's my stupid OCD, thinking that, oh, well, it'll be worth it if, you know, 20 points of luck. I can't get it any... I've decided. I know I'm arguing with myself right now, but I know exactly what I'm going to do. After this video, I'm going to have to grind 10 more T-Rex ores for Squall. I know I'm going to have to. Unfortunately, it's just how my mind works. God damn you, OCD. Oh well, I'll get it done. Anyway, moving on. So yes, as I was saying, without the pocket station, I wouldn't even bother doing them. I really wouldn't. The Chocobo caves, that is. Caves? There's no caves. Chocobo forests. Now I'll quickly show you this island as well. This is the island closest to heaven, as you could see. Now you can see there's plenty of draw points on here. There's like Ultimate, Tornado, Holy, loads of different things. That's where I spent a lot of time grabbing stuff from. Just going through my list here of stuff. Right, the best thing for now is to return to Balam, because we need to get on with the rest of the poo-poo quest. The thing I was umming and ahhing about Squall and his luck, it's because technically, as long as you're good on the trigger, you won't need luck to get criticals with Squall. But on the other hand, Lionheart, I don't think it actually responds to the trigger, so it'll actually be pure luck when it comes to the Lionheart, which I don't think you've even seen yet, have you? Anyway, return back to Balam, and we shall finally meet our little friend. Hey up, dude. Now this guy wants elixirs. You shall have more elixir, sir. Now I think you need to give it 5 in total. God, I love having triple auto haste. That's amazing. This should be the final one after Irvine's. Let's see if I'm right. You can attack him, by the way. I think if you attack him, you get an accelerator, but accelerators are really easy to come by, as long as you go fight them Visages like I showed you. He's a cute little guy. Poo-poo's card! Very cool. Now, Poo-poo's card is that elusive level 5 one. Many people have asked me about what that is. Strange, isn't it? Level 5 card, that's all he is. Anyway, that was only for that card, but the card is useful as it can be refined into a Hungry Cook Pot. Now that has a few different uses. I believe ultimately it can either become a luck... No, what can it do? I think it can eventually become a Rosetta Stone, which is very useful. So I've done... Oh, and the other thing is, I'm just going through my list here. The way you're supposed to usually find out about that little side quest, it actually starts if you pick up another magazine called the Occult Fan. Now you can find the first one in Balam Library somewhere. And then there's 4 in total. I mean, I can show you them briefly. And they've got 2 here, 1 and 2. Oh, there it is. Occult Fan 1. Odell Burke of Timbo was tending to his field when he found a dead monster after hearing a loud impact sound. Mr. Burke said it occurred while he was making a fence with steel pipes. Now there's 4 of those, and they all give you kind of clues, really. I can't think where the other 3 are, but once you've done that one once, you've done it, 1,000 times, really. Now, here is Obel Lake. Now this is a very, very long quest. A black shadow rose to the surface. Hello, human. What a lovely tune. Now we have no clue what that thing is in here. What is it? It is my friend, Mr. Monkey. Can you find him for me? Really, really weird side quest, but again with very little need to actually be done. because I think the ultimate reward from it is a Rosetta Stone. But as you've seen, as long as you play this game right, refining wise, you don't really need anything. You don't need it because we've had 4 abilities anyway, and all our characters for a good few hours. And this quest basically means you have to talk to this guy in the pond, then go over to some forest, find a monkey, go over to some magic stones on another part of the continent. It's quite a long quest, but I wouldn't really class it as being very useful. If you've missed out on, you know, GFs and you can't refine things, then by all means do it, but I wouldn't really advise it. Now the final thing, as a kind of, oh there's 2, no I've done that one, the final sort of thing that you could follow up if you wanted to do so, would be to go north to this area. Now this place would be the Shumi village. Again, it's you don't have to come here at all in the storyline. Not much there really. There is an ultimate draw point that you have to pay to use within this village. It's actually where Norg's from. I don't know if you remember him, Garden Master Norg, the big yellow guy. He's from here. There's a long side quest inside where you have to collect stones for this sculptor bloke. Not that useful, although the reward for it eventually is a phoenix pinion. But like I say folks, we've got 100, well we're gonna have about 100 of them soon anyway. I'm just trying to think if I've missed anything. A good place to end this video will probably be over on the island closest to Hell, and I'll just quickly show you what I'll be doing. I'll be spending probably about 20 minutes here looking for T-Rex ores. Now, Cactuar has given you luck plus 50. Who else knows that? You know it. And Eden knows it. There's no way I can really get that to Squall, unfortunately. Still, if I don't know. Annoyingly, folks, I've perhaps made a little bit of an error there. I should have put Eden with Squall from the get-go. That's a bit of an annoyance, but it's not a big one at all. That's what she said. Anyway, it's time for me to level up Squall. Let me just double check. If I put Meteor on there, Ultima on Luck, right, the best I can get there, looking at it, is 153. Now that's good. Now, Zell and Squall have nearly identical stats. Nearly. You can see there's not much between them at all. Anyway, folks, unless I think of anything else between this and after I've got... Oh, that's what I was going to show you, wasn't I? I was going to show you my levelling up process. Or statistic building process with the Devour ability. So sorry, Zell, for the time being, give up Eden. Okay. Now I'll be putting it on super speed mode here. Right. Just need to set encounter none to initiative, probably. Okay, useless. What we need, basically... Now, this is kind of an interesting tip for you if you're playing this via emulation. If you save state on the world map, then keep loading it, you'll always come up against the same enemy. However, if you save state on the menu, then exit, you will get a different enemy every time. Now, very useful. Oh god, Marlboroughs. Now they are scary. Grendels. I mean, this is where I've spent a lot of the sort of in-between takes. Here, basically, killing all these guys. Just thought, have you actually seen the Odin summon? Now they... just watch this, folks. I'm just showing you this briefly. Look at that. Every status under the sun Marlboroughs can do. No, we don't want a ruby dragon. Come on. That's a hexa dragon. Come on, now you're just being a douchebag. Come on, T-Rexor. You can, if you want to do this, also in Balham Gardens training facility. But I prefer to do it here because, ironically, I usually meet more of them than this. God, they're being stingy today. Real stingy. Ah, there we go. So, what I'd usually do, and I'll do it fast. Look at all the damage done here. Now what I'd do is... Okay, so we know he's got less than... Okay, he needs a bit more HP taking off, yeah? So to do that, Squall's gonna need to do it. There we go, gain strength. So that's how you do it, folks, and that's what I'll be aiming to do. I'll just constantly be doing that, and as you can see, Squall's strength has gone at 1 point. Shouldn't take too long, really. So I'm in the Necroscope, and I believe in the next video, we'll be pushing on for Disc 4, but until then...